Greetings, empowered souls. It's Shelly Bean. I hope you guys are doing great wherever you are in the world. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. Thank you so much. I do appreciate you guys. So I'm here giving the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements of Leo Collective, their May 2026 messages. Leo, this is just going to be touching in to see what your strongest energies are going to be for this month and what Divine Spirit wants you to focus on the most for May 2026. And with that being said, I hope you guys have had a great Mother's Day and enjoyed that day and allowed, if you are mothers or have been mother figures, I hope you have allowed everyone else to pour into you for a change. So I'm going to tap in with these energy cards to see what the strongest energies you have for this month. And if you're still here, don't forget to please hit that thumbs up like button. I do appreciate that. It does help my channel continue to move through the thick algorithm. So it is appreciated. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and share and hit the notification bell. And as always, my information is down below in the description area if you need a personal reading from me. And be on the lookout, guys, for my website that is currently in development, where I have the services that I do provide as a certified intuitive coach and energy practitioner. So with that said, let's get your reading on the go. Okay, Holy Divine Spirit, what is Leo's strongest energies for May 2026? Please and thank you. Okay, what's the second energy message or second card or second, well, the strongest energies for Leo Collective Holy Spirit May 2026? Please and thank you. And we have the thinking man at the bottom. Let's point into that for a reason. We'll see what the reason is. Get myself together here. So Leo, we have the community card that came out in the upright, and we have walking away that came out in reverse. So for me, guys, the community card typically for me is like the equivalent of the Three of Cups in traditional tarot. And the walking away card for me is the equivalent of the Eight of Cups in traditional tarot. So we have this walking away in reverse and community in the upright. So Leo, you could be um okay. So Leo, you could be battling or struggling, I should say. You might be struggling with whether or not to leave a certain social group. This could be a work group. This could be work. Or this could be family and friends or certain inner circle or a group of friends or people that you've been used to being around. I don't know why I wanted to say like a posse or something, but you could be struggling, Leo, with whether or not to move away from a particular group of people. And again, this could be any type of group of people. I am reading on a collective level, so it's different for everybody. But it could be a social group, it could be a networking group, it could be a work group, it could be a friends group, it could be a family group. But I feel like with this walking away in reverse, there's some type of struggle that you guys are having in walking away from a group of people in a community, maybe in your area where you live at. Everybody kind of knows each other. And I don't know why I wanted to say it's like everybody knows each other's business, but that just came out because that's what I'm getting. But so you could be struggling with um, whether or not you want to move away, and move away. I also felt and saw literal move away, like moving away, moving out of town to the next town or to state or to another country or to another side of the country. I mean, literally moving. So maybe some of you guys are having um, struggling with that. Yeah, this could be literal for some of you guys in terms of moving away from something or a community or an area. And also with the struggling, this is where the thinking man comes in the upright. The thinking man for me, guys, is like for me, this is like the King of Swords energy. hmm Um, it gives me the energy of maybe you guys might end up wanting to seek out some wise counsel in terms of what it is that you should do, wanting to get like an opinion on what you should do and where you should go and what your next move should be. I feel like Leo, you guys are again like struggling with maybe having to make a decision about whether to either literally move away from a group of people or an area, as in move to like another country or move to another state or move to the other side of the country, or you're trying to decide on whether or not you want to move away from a group of social connections or family connections. Um, yeah, you're struggling with having to decide on whether or not you want to move away from these connections of people that you already know, and maybe explore some other new maybe set of friends, um, new social connections. I feel like somebody here is struggling with that or could be struggling with that. Let's get a little bit more clarity and insight with the tarot here. Um, but I do feel and see that is your strongest energy for this month. This could be one of the things that you're going to be thinking about a lot, or again, like I said, struggling with. You're going to have some type of epiphany as well. Because with this thinking man, that's what I get. I get also too with being in the upright. There's like an epiphany that you're going to have about the current people that you socialize with, the current people that you network with, the current people that you have in your life. You know. So, Holy Divine Spirit, please clarify the current energy on the table for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Collective. And again, just a reminder, you guys can always fast forward or speed up the video when I do my shuffling. Holy Divine Spirit, please clarify the current energy on the table for Leo Collective, please and thank you. Hmm. Interesting. Yeah. So what came out, guys, was the King of, I don't know why I'm whispering like that. So what came out was the King of Coins in reverse. Then you got the Knight of Cups in reverse. Whew. Uh, who did I just do? Aquarius. Aquarius just got these. Well, They didn't get the King of Coins in reverse, but they did get the Knight of Cups in reverse, which Knight of Cups talks about unrequited love, which is something that's not something that's unreciprocated, an energy that's unreciprocated, an imbalance in the connection somehow. It also talks about a possible heartbreak of someone who's manipulative and uses romance and maybe love bombing to kind of reel people in. Yeah, the Knight of Cups in reverse and King of Coins in reverse is not a great combination. So you guys could also be connected to this type of person. This is not your energy, Leo. Not by a long shot. And then we have here the High Priestess in reverse. So somebody is keeping it all in, holding secrets, or being kept in the dark and missing information. This could be you, Leo. I do feel like you could be in your High Priestess in reverse. You might not be very tapped into your intuition right now. And this is why you could be struggling with trying to make a decision about something. Um, we also have here the Hangman. Yeah, at the top of the deck we have the Hangman, which talks about uncertainty and delays and resisting something being on hold, because there's more information that you either need, Leo, or some type of clarification. But with this King of Coins in reverse and Knight of Cups in reverse, you also could be hesitant to walk away because the the main character of this group or this community or your connections is somebody who is a King of Coins in reverse, someone who's very selfish, materialistic, possibly has financial issues, maybe financially irresponsible, very ungrounded, but they cash moves everything around them. Like they're all about money. They're all about money and the material things and the things that look good on the outside. So this could be a very superficial person as well. This is not your energy, but you are somehow connected to this energy, this person. And I do believe that the King of Coins in reverse and the Knight of Cups in reverse is also the same person. This is somebody. I feel like I'm almost giving you. I'm about to give you the same message that I just gave Aquarius. Um, they also, again, like I said, had a person that was a Knight of Cups in reverse that presented themselves a certain way in the beginning, but their mask over time has started to slip. And they realized that person that they were with was not who they presented themselves to be. They were a fake or fraud. And this could be the same person. You could be having difficulty moving away from this particular person, Leo. What's going on? Let's get some more of this information, Holy Spirit, please, and thank you. The current energy on the table for Leo, collective divine spirit, please and thank you. What else do we need to know? We got the Four of Cups in reverse. Four of Coins, I'm sorry. Four of Coins in reverse, not cups. Four of Coins in reverse. The Nine of Coins in the upright. Okay. What else, Holy Spirit? For Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and this current energy on the table. Yeah, Ace of Wands in reverse. And again, at the bottom, we got the freaking High Priestess in the reverse. It's coming up again. So yeah, there's definitely some emphasis that Divine Spirit is pointing out here on the something being kept from you, Leo. You needing to tap more into your intuition here. but you know something. Okay, here's the thing. You guys do know something, you do suspect something, you do feel like there's more to a situation than what's being presented to you. So on some level you are connected to your intuition, but there's also an energy that is pushing against you, an energy that is maybe trying to make you question your intuition. There's an energy that is fighting against you being the high priestess in the upright. Somebody not wanting you to use your intuition. Someone wanting you to question your intuition. Like somebody playing in your face. Um, hmm, this definitely well could be this Knight of Cups in reverse and King of Coins in reverse. Somebody that's playing games and just maybe gaslighting you, definitely love bombing you or has love bombed you at some point. See, this is another energy. This might be the third reading that I've gotten so far where, again, there's this like narcissistic energy here, this narcissistic behavior with somebody. But with the Four Coins in reverse, which talks about releasing something, letting go of something, not holding on tight to something, wanting an uncluttered life, and just releasing something. You are in energy or will be in the energy, Leo, where you're going to want to release something. Um, it's just a matter of you doing it. That's why you're in the walking away in reverse. You haven't done it yet. But you are going to be wanting to release something, especially since now you realize or will be realizing that the Ace of Wands is in reverse. There's no passion. There might not even be any more sexual attraction to this particular person or situation. Um, hmm. I feel like this connection, just like Aquarius, I think it was, or it might have been Pisces. I can't remember. Because again, I'm getting a lot of the same themes in these readings that I've done so far for May. Um, this also could be another connection where, because you've been connected to this King of Coins in reverse and Knight of Cups in reverse, this is an energy who is throwing you off, who is misaligned with you in some way, shape, or form. And Leo is creating confusion within you. It is getting you to question yourself, getting you to question your intuition. It is also um, creating a lack of direction for you. So yeah, this was a very similar message that I gave to Aquarius, and their situation was that their person that they were connected to, who also had very strong narcissistic tendencies and behavior, because they were connected to that person, it affected their finances. So I don't know, Leo. It's kind of sound like the same reading for you guys, but with the Nine of Coins in the upright, you guys are definitely about being independent and having your independence and being single, being disconnected from this person and situation. With the Nine of Coins, it also talks about being self-sufficient, being your own boss, just being on your own and having that freedom to do and go where you want to without having to check in with someone, without having to consider somebody else. And with this Nine of Coins, it definitely talks about that freedom, that singleness, okay? Not being tied to anyone at this time, not wanting someone or a particular relationship to hold you back from what it is that you want to do at this time. And that could be literally for some of you guys moving away from a community or state or town, or just moving away from what you're already connected to that you've outgrown, Leo. That's what I'm getting. But whoever this King of Coins in reverse is, and Knight of Coins and Knight of Cups in reverse, yeah. Then we got the Ace of Wands in reverse. If you haven't already realized this is someone who divine source is saying is clearly not aligned to you, and there's a misalignment, Leo. This person is not properly aligned with your energy and your frequency. This is clearly someone who has very selfish energy, very materialistic, very superficial, love bombs, charms, and I'm getting is a user, heartbreaker, manipulative, uses emotions to manipulate, a manipulator. And I think I mentioned that there could be a lack of sexual attraction now as well with the Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay, so let's get to the other question of what do you guys need to focus on this month? Divine Source, what does Leo Collective need to focus on the most for May 2026? What would you recommend Leo focus on the most for May 2026? Wow. The Devil in reverse. I like that because it's in reverse. Gaining back control of your life, taking back your power, with the Nine of Coins, being free, taking back your power, being on your own, being self-sufficient. Maybe you were connected to this King of Coins in reverse and Knight of Cups in reverse. Maybe there was some type of codependency connection here. But with the Devil in reverse, it talks about gaining back control of your life, maybe even getting rid of addictions, toxic ways, toxic patterns, toxic mindsets, okay, coming out of that. Achieving financial independence as well, if your money has been affected. What else, Holy Spirit? What's the main thing Leo should focus on for this month of May 2026? Five of Swords reverse. I like that. So we got then we got the Fool at the bottom. Boom. Talks about new beginnings. Exactly. So we got the Devil in reverse and Five of Swords in reverse. I like that energy. It talks about just focus on gaining your power back, because you will be gaining your power back. Just focus on the energy of gratitude, of finally getting that energy and that strength to focus on yourself, Leo, and to not pour so much into this situation or anybody else at this time, and to be discerning of who you pour your energy and time and invest into, because this person wasn't it at all. And to focus on your self-discipline, okay, because as I said, you're gaining control back of your life. There's an energy of where you're removing toxicity from your life, and you're starting with this particular person and situation and connection, and you're also starting with sorting and weeding out those who enhance your life versus those who may those you may have outgrown, okay, and that you no longer can do, no, those who you no longer really connect with. And the Five of Swords being in reverse, it talks about forgiveness, it talks about a final breakup. Okay. It talks about easing financial tension as well. It also could talk about reconciling for some of you guys. But this is Five of Swords in reverse talks about, getting away from the conflict, the competition, the jealousy, the people who play dirty. Okay. So the main focus for you, what I'm hearing, is for you to focus on gaining control of your life, gaining back control, taking back your power, Leo, taking back your power, gaining control of your life, pouring more into yourself, investing in yourself, being discerning about who you give your time and energy to moving forward, and focusing on this Nine of Coins and being self sufficient and doing your thing. And also having new community, having new friends, having a new network of people who are in more alignment with who you are now. Okay. Wow. That was kind of tense. We're going to leave off with a couple of oracle messages, Leo. Oh, Divine Spirit, what oracle messages do you have for Leo, collective May 2026, that they need to know and hear at this time? Okay, what's the second? I was wondering when this card was going to pop out, because I thought it was going to pop out during Aquarius's reading, and I think Pisces reading. But what other message? Yeah, not surprised. Okay, first of all, first card that came out that I was just waiting to come out, because I could feel the energy. Narcissist. I did mention there was a narcissistic energy here. Someone is too full of themselves. Exactly. You already know who this is, Leo. You already know who this is. And to be honest with you, Leo, this could be reversed. This could be your energy. You could be the person who has narcissistic tendencies, or comes off as a narcissist to others. Put yourself where you belong. But if you are a narcissist or have narcissistic tendencies, you probably won't admit that, would you? Just saying. But no, I'm just saying, put yourself where you belong in this energy, okay? In this storyline here. And then we also have someone else. Someone is in the middle of wait a minute, someone is in the middle, and someone is trying to sabotage this. Yeah. So with the sabotaging energy, Five of Swords in the upright also talks about sabotage and playing, like I said, playing dirty if it's in the upright. But if it's in the upright, well, wait a minute. Yeah, if it's in the upright. But yours came out in the reverse, okay? The Five of Swords came out in the reverse, which talks about someone may try to sabotage. Because one thing we can't do is we can't control what people try to do. People can try all day long, but will they succeed is another question. Remember, no weapon formed against me or you shall prosper. So they can form the weapon all day long, but whether or not it prospers is a different thing. But there is somebody trying to sabotage maybe your goals of maybe moving away, leaving, or gaining your own self about your own sense of power again, your sense of self. There could be somebody trying to sabotage you wanting to get your power back, and it very well could be this narcissist. I would not be surprised. That's exactly the type of things that they do. So that is a heads up. But I honestly don't feel like there's anything that you should worry about in terms of like any kind of danger or anything like that. I'm not getting that energy. But a narcissistic person who spends all their time and energy being a narcissist, you can't put anything past them, that's for sure. And so, again, you make sure that you are discerning, Leo. What else do we have for Leo Collective as we close out? Holy Spirit, please and thank you. What's the second message for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus as we close out? Okay, we have number 13, stop and reassess. You need more information about this situation in order to make the right decision. Look into it further and pay attention to details. Yes, I did say that you guys needed more information about something. And this is where the thinking man came in. Where I said you guys may be encouraged, or you may find yourself, excuse me, you may find yourself looking for advice or wise counsel from someone. I'm sorry. You may end up looking to get wise counsel from someone to help you make a decision about something. Okay, so I do see that for some of you guys, because you're thinking about how you want to move forward, whether it's a literal move or whether it's just, again, moving away from certain influences, certain people, certain communities, certain family members, certain social circles, social connections. You're going to stop and reassess. You are being asked to stop and reassess. So with you doing that, that is a good thing, that you're going to take time out to really think and reassess before you take action and before you walk away. Okay, so that's another reason why this walk away is in reverse, because not yet. You have more to think about and more information to get before you take that action. And then we have finally card number 10, renew the heart. A relationship in your life needs renewal and attention. Reconnect with the one you love and recall what first brought you together. Now, for some of you guys, the Five of Swords in reverse also talks about reconciliation as well. So for a very small number of you guys, some of this message could apply to you wanting to reconcile or being open to reconciling to someone from your past. But I don't get a narcissistic energy from that person. So I could be talking to another small group of Leos here. Whew, I got to ring the bell. Hold on, guys. So hold your ears. I had to ring the bell because whenever the energy is thick, I have to ring the bell. I could light up an incense, but not right now because my window is closed and I don't want the alarm to go off. But anyway, guys, Leo, these are your messages, and I hope that they resonated, or at least you found something helpful in this message for you guys. Whew, as always, it is a pleasure and honor to read for you all. And until the next upload, be well and be at peace. Ashe.